Yeah. Welcome back to I left my A-rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths. Anime review, episode number 4. Yep, this one is reviewing the 6th episode series, Achromatic Darkness. I think mine's a little different than just how I pronounce it here. So, we left off the last episode where Nene has officially joined Clover, and then they go down to the Achromatic Darkness, the dungeon, which apparently the guild hall was built right on top of it. So, then of course they go, and of course they're not told to conquer the dungeon, they're just gather intelligence. They're like, okay. And they get the live streaming. No problem, of course, and they start live streaming it. And then, of course, they get through an area, no problem. Look around, but the place is weird. There's like chairs in the wall. There's like a door in another place. It's like, apparently this dungeon is basically the length of a tower. And apparently the only way you can press forward is to use the stairs. You can't use any other method. Like, what is up with these dungeons in this series? This is like so weird. Where like, one dungeon was basically a Coliseum, and this one is basically like, oh yeah, apparently Thunderpike, in a period of 2 weeks, they only got to 8 floors in 2 weeks. So, and then the first stop, there's a chest there. Which later pointed out, like, why is this here? And after, of course, Nene, who is a thief and ninja, she disables the trap in it, and there's a bunch of tools in it. There's a ring inside of it, which of course basically Yuka puts on Rain's finger, and of course everything he's proposing to her, even though it really is his ring of sanity. And this mysterious black cube. Like, oh baby, that's all basically out where she basically has it. So, and then they also battle a weird chimera creature with the head of a hammerhead shark. After like a few attacks, that was it. And then, of course, this is where they detail basically they got so far. And after getting a chunk of the dungeon, then they decide to head back. And they get close to the exit when Thunderpike shows up. Yes, Thunderpike shows up. Oh boy, I was looking forward to this. Apparently, Thunderpike also added 2 new members off screen. If you're curious, were these people here in the manga adaptation of this? Yes. Yes, they were. I do not know their names. So then, of course, basically, there's comments made against Silk. Like, I think it's Barry makes some other marks. But the one mark Simon makes basically gets him in trouble. He refers to Silk as a dark elf savage. And he says this on a live stream. Everyone's like, oh boy, this is basically not going around well. So, then, of course, Thunderpike is brought for the Guildmaster and told, you guys are in trouble. And like, what do we do? You basically said big marks against Dark Elf on a live stream. That's a no. You can't do that. He's like, so what? So basically, the Guildmaster needs to punch him and nearly strangle him for basically daring to say racist marks against Silk. He's like, you are to issue an apology, and it better be sincere. And he's angry, walks out. In the rain, mind you. Excuse me. And then, of course, like, he's, like, very angry. It's like, I did nothing wrong. That idiot Yuka. And also, he has this thing where he demanded basically his stuff because he's an A-rank party. Apparently, he didn't know also that Clover was temporarily granted the rank of A-rank. Yeah. And also the fact you can point out that you've tried to poach him from his own team. Which I would think that would be against the rules. Yes. So the episode ends and being approached by Bino, the idiot, aristocratic, wannabe adventurer who hates Yuka because he dare make him slip. Yeah. And this would lead to the end of, but this is basically gonna, well, I should point out that this is gonna be the beginning of the end of the Pike of the series. because I read the manga, which I've actually covered the manga with the series. I read chapter 120, where Thunderbike's not there, and I'm not going to say why they're not there, but this is going to lead into the downfall, like bigly. Yeah, beginning the downfall with them. Yep. I'm not going to say any more. We'll find out more as time goes on. And can you believe we're only 6 episodes in, and we have about, I think, like 18 left overall. Yep. It's actually a bit more than Dragon Ball Daima. Yep. But now since this done, next up basically is Case Closed. And I might be able to do a couple episodes of the Appraiser Class anime. And I'll probably call it a night. Okay? So, that's pretty much a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and do another like button. See you next video. Bye.